Are these the Dead Sea Scrolls?
These are the Dead Sea Scrolls, and this is the place where they were found, and this is why it's so exciting. There is a story. You can see the people behind them. You can see this man running for 3 kilometers from Qumran with a scroll that described his dream, his temple. The Romans were coming, but he wanted future generation to read it. I don't know his name, but he managed to pass it on 2,000 years ago. There are hundreds of caves, but very few with actually artifacts or, more important, documents in it. And let's see it. Come. Just sit down. I do apologize for the atmosphere and the smell, but this is what the real stuff smells like. In this cave, in the early 1950s, the longest and best preserved scroll was found. We call it the Temple Scroll, and it was 8 meter, 15 centimeter long. 2,000 years old parchment with ink letters that my kids can read today. Yes, of course, they're the most gifted kids on earth, but the community that we're going to speak about is known as the Essenes. It's a group of priests, highly educated, so educated that they wrote. They were obsessed with writing. They went to the desert because they were thrown away from Jerusalem. They were thrown away from the temple. So we speak about elite people, educated intellectuals that were bitter. Actually, when you read their script, and excuse my language, they were pissed off with the rest of the world. And they were waiting for, like what we have in Christianity, Armageddon. And leave Bruce Willis aside, we're going to speak about the war of good against evil. And they're going to fight everyone else. Not only the Greeks or the Romans, they're going to fight even Jews, everyone that is not following their way of thinking. So when you read about them, be careful. What was found here was a temple scroll, and this was a manifest, actually, because this group of priests were thrown from Jerusalem. For them, Jerusalem became impure, and their way was actually to destroy the place and rebuild it. And what we have on 8 meter and 15 centimeter is their vision, architectural vision of how the temple should look like. And for us, it's a present. This is just a dream, but the dream is filled with details about them, their scripts, about the law of the community, and even some gossips about politics of 2,000 years ago, about their hopes, about their fears, and the fact that you can go beyond the matter and speak about the spirit is something that is so very rare in our profession. This is why, for me, I couldn't help myself in dragging you up here just that you smell it, but understand that we woke up. For us, the discovery of this scroll was changing our mind beyond all the details, and this scroll, for example, means the world for us. It really utterly changed our view about life back then, about the temple. And archaeologists, historians, students of religion, just name it. I mean, I think everyone that deals with that period of time in this part of land consult the script.
How did you decide to become an archaeologist?
You should actually ask my mother, I guess. But it started, I think, with curiosity. Basically, it's curiosity. At the end of the day, I think it's the soil, it's being out in the desert. We like kids, we like to play in the soil and being paid for it. I mean, what can you ask for more? But there's something genuine here. And if you study the past, in a way you study yourself, because we are not because Apple or Samsung, we are what we are because of our history. And if you know your history, you know yourself in a way. Google actually joined the Israel Antiquity Authorities and scanned a large part of the scrolls, and they are now available online for free.